Cottage Homes putting up some brand new privacy fencing. But the way you come into this is going down Jeff Anderson Way off of Bar Boulevard in the village of Shady Brook. It looks clear enough. There's not a lot of traffic around though. And I hung a left on Joyce Hughes Way. Joyce Hughes Way. We're going to take a look. Now, I don't know if these are sold, guys, or not. If you're looking for a cottage home in Shady Brook, you better hop on it, because that's what people keep saying. The thing about cottage homes, they're just as nice as many of your designer homes or anything else that they build out here. You know, the interiors are almost the same. There might be some, you know, cosmetic changes here and there. Of course, you know, there's going to be a little differences, but these houses are designed to be more cost affordable, you know, compared to your premiums or your spec homes, you know, your designers, right? They're just not as high. And so the villages, they tend to build homes that are affordable to almost everybody at different price points, and still get a 2-car garage, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. I don't know if they have 2-bedroom, 2-baths, or they're all 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Not sure. But these look a little bit more ranch style to me. And they are just as nice as the rest of them as far as I'm concerned. You can't go wrong by purchasing a cottage home. If you're looking for more space than a standard, you know, your larger patio villas or whatever, maybe the floor plans are better, different, I would consider looking into the cottage homes. You know, if you want to keep your costs down a little bit. Now, the pricing out here in Shady Brook and Moultrie Creek are different than some other areas. I've been seeing some, you know, your stucco homes or whatever for around 3-something, all the way up. It depends on the location, it seems. The area, you know, all kinds of factors come into play when they price these homes. But man, you're going to be, this is close to the up and coming Eastport. This cottage home neighborhood is set up, the neighborhood is designed the same concept as the patio home neighborhoods, courtyard, the way that it's outlined. I think some landscapers. Well, no, welcome home. That one right there, guys, has already been sold. He picked him out a nice large one. Good spot. The best ones always go first, people, as you can imagine. Looks like people have already started to move in, so I'm assuming some of these have already been sold, if not all. Don't know. That's when you would need to call the villages and tell them, you know, I saw a house at such and such a place, and is this available? What's available in here, if anything? Get with them to let you know. They'll hook you up with a sales agent. And hopefully you'll get one that's on the job, you know what I'm saying? That one's sold right there. There's a neighborhood being built behind these as well. See, the different floor plans, the look of these houses are different than some other areas. This one is already, obviously it's been sold. People are moving in. Right here. So the layout is you have an outer perimeter of the neighborhood, and you got an intersection. I always like to call them island areas. Same layout. That house looked like it was sold back there. This one looks like it's pending. That's looking out of the neighborhood. I'm gonna flip around. Let's catch the intersection. So right now, that's looking in on Joyce Hughes Way. You can always zoom the camera. I mean, pause the video. This camera doesn't zoom. So Frymere Avenue, Joyce Way. That's the streets. So we're coming down Fredmere Avenue, which is really just a circle. No, it's just a short little street because I'm turning at the street I'm coming on now. They're calling it Butterworth Lane. That means you need to start making some pancakes. This is Pancake Lane. That house has been bought and sold. They've already got custom concrete painting all done on that one back there, and then you got these coming up. I'm gonna move away from the house a little bit so you can get a better view of it all. This White House right here is on a corner lot. I like corner lots. That's some of my favorites, to be honest with you. It's more opened up, and I'd come in here, man. I'd do up some nice, pretty tropical landscaping or something. Shoot, that's the street looking down. I'm not sure how big the backyard is. I tend not to try to walk around the houses or go in the backyards because at this point, you don't always know if a house has been bought or sold. But see, should be a gate door right there. I don't think this has been sold, but you're just going to have a backyard with the lanai. That's pretty standard feature around here. That one looks available still. It's empty, you know, so I don't think they've all been sold yet. But see, it goes in. It looks like they're having a pretty good sized backyard, actually. That's good if you got pets and they need to run around. And these do come off as a cottagey feel, and I think that's the whole idea of them. But let me ask you guys a question. Even though these houses are here in the villages, there's only so much you can do with the stick frame, you know, your standard traditional built home with vinyl siding. Now, while I'm thinking about it, just because it's vinyl siding, these houses, and it's also known that these houses are, not only are they built to code, but they are built to exceed the code standards because of the threat of hurricanes in this region. So therefore, these houses are much stronger than many of your regular built houses, say in just some old random neighborhood someplace, you know, nowhere near around here. They're not as built to the, you know, wind quality. These are. They're designed and engineered, you know, to withstand stronger winds. And I'm not just saying that fact, guys, it's a fact. Look it up. But what I was saying earlier, that even though they're here in the villages, there's only so much you can do and designs you can do with these kinds of homes. You know, they don't look as Floridian as, say, a stucco, where they can do a lot more characteristic designs. These are pretty much just straightforward, straight lines, very symmetrical. The color schemes are limited. And if you're good with that, I'm good with that. I'll take it. There's a flavor for everybody. And regardless of where you buy, what you buy, you are a villager as the same as somebody who bought that house. No difference. They just spent more is all. And right here, the entrance into this cottage neighborhood, it's gonna have a cute, pretty landscaping, as you can see. Now there might be throwing up a sign somewhere that could say something Cottages of Shady Brook, or Cottagevilles of Shady Brook, or something. I don't know. I foresee it coming soon. So this neighborhood isn't 100% done, but 99.5, I would guess. They're already being sold. People have moved in. But there you go, Cottage home neighborhood here in the village of Shady Brook, right off of, what is this street? I don't know, Jeff Anderson Way. Well, look at here, guys. I don't know if you can see that, but those wall separators, it looks like they finished building all the rest of them. You can look all the way down and you can see them staggered. Left to right, left to right, left to right, all the way down. I just came back and looked, guys. Remember in the last video where we were talking about those staggered wall dividers? The separators right here, look at them. They finished it. Now they go all the way down. So you got an inner row, and then you have an outer row of them going all the way down to where we were looking at one. So they have finished that up. Just wanted to point that out since we just rolled by it. That to me just looks absolutely cheesy, and I know why they did it. They're separating that lanai from that lanai. You know, people like privacy, but at the same time it just looks cheap. But that's just my own opinion. I know nobody asked for it, but that's just the way I see it. Cottage Circle. See what they got going on over here. You got a lot of new homes coming up. This Cottage Circle is really a big loop. Looking across the ways over there, you're looking across Marsh Bend Boulevard, going over into, well, that might be Shady Brook as well, before you get to Water's Edge. We may not be able to get very far into here. It's still got a lot of construction going on. Oh, something we can get a better look at it coming down towards the end of this little section, but it might not happen. I don't know, we'll see here. The sounds of progress. Yeah, this is the back corner area of the Shady Brook that backs up to a road back there. I can't remember the name of the street. I don't know if you can see it off in the distance behind these houses. Because off in the back end, those are the Sherman courtyards, I believe. Oh, we're about to find out right here. And we're still on Cottage Circle, so you can kind of see the progress on this little area. I'm sorry, these are the Sydney Villas. Sydney Villas, which we have toured these before. And this is the area where we just circled around here on Cottage Circle. So they still got plenty of lots to do yet. This is not quite finished. I'm going to come back over to this side. Now look at the front construction on these models. These are some of the new models that they've introduced into this area. Now I have no idea. Look at the way that looks. Let me back up. It looks like, if you were to look at it, looks like they built two houses right behind one another. They built that first section, then they built another house behind it, and then all the way in the back, you're going to see a swimming pool area. They did that in another section that we saw. Same house. It's massive. I would love to be able to go in there, but you can't do it. Dang, that would be a great model to tour. I would love to be able to go in and see this. But, you know, I'm not going to get busted for trespassing, because that's what you're doing. But to get an exterior view of that, that's a big. Now, is that a spec home? Is that a custom or something? Is that just a new model that the Villages has introduced to their lineup? I'm not certain, guys. If you know the answer to that, let me know. But I've noticed they've been doing that in a few areas. More designer homes. Now, one thing to keep in mind too, there's the back of that area, and there's that swimming pool. If you look past those columns, you're going to see down on the ground right there, that's going to be where the swimming pool's going. And they're backed right up to this preserve area. I hadn't said it already, guys, if you would do me a favor, please consider clicking that like button. Or if you don't like it, click the thumbs down. Hey, I appreciate your honesty. Please consider subscribing to the channel and click that notification bell. That lets you know every time I upload a video, right when I upload it. Now, what I might do, we're going to steal a sneak peek of the water's edge right here. The Water's Edge Recreation and Postal, because it looks nearly completed. At least the pool area is. So let's walk over here and grab a peek of what this is going to look like first. Now you can't go in them because, one, it's not finished. Nothing's open to the public. Two, they're locked. Usually they're locked. The pool is done. Look at that here. Look at that. Look at the floor down here. The white, blue, gray pavers. My favorite. That's going to be beautiful. I love that. You see that a lot out here in the villages. A lot of people use that for their landscaping, you know, borders and stuff like that. Super nice. Yet, pool is unlocked. Still under construction. So we're just gonna come in here and look. Typically what you're gonna see, a bean-shaped swimming pool. Get the handicap chair, shower. They want you to shower before you go in the pool and when you get out. That's what the rules say, but nobody does it, right? Bathrooms, and there's going to be a utility room so you can get some things. So it's going to be more of the same. You're going to have chairs and all that kind of stuff out here. It's going to be really nice. This pool's going to overlook a small retention pond, actually, just to give it some extra flavor. It's got a ways to go before it's like done and looking really, really good. Got the water in the pool. You can't even use the bathrooms. They're not even completed or anything like that. And there's going to be your postal center for Water's Edge. So where you're going to come get your stuff, your mail, all of your junk mail. because honestly, that's really what it's going to be. I'm going to look over here, but I'm going to get in the cart and go over that way. So just quickly, not much to see. Still very early in its development, right? So right in here, you got these pads, cornhole, I'm assuming. Be a little sitting area. Could probably put a picnic bench there or something, I don't know. Here, in these sections, you're going to have bocce ball and shuffleboard courts in this section over here. And this is going to be another retention pond. Now, here's one thing I think. All these retention ponds are these breeding grounds for mosquitoes. That's the billboard area. It's gonna be pretty nice when they get done with it all. Brand new palms. But I was saying, with all these retention ponds, you know, is it going to become a breeding ground for mosquitoes? Things of that nature. I don't know. I hate to be laying out in the pool and getting tore up by mosquitoes, but then again, maybe that's not a thing here. They usually do try to spray and keep them under control, I think. Plus, being that it's so hot, mosquitoes don't like hot weather, I'm telling you. Anyway, let's keep on cruising back to Bradford. Please consider subscribing to the channel, clicking that like button. Leave a comment below if you'd like. And also consider following us on Facebook at Frank and Susan on Facebook. Frank, capital N, Susan. Take care, guys. We're gonna catch you guys in the next video.